West Bengal government has passed the Aparajita bill. Aparajita bill gives the awards the death penalty for the rape. This law was enacted on the backdrop of recent brutal rape of a lady doctor in the Arjikar Medical College. In this article, the columnist tries to explain the various dimensions of the death penalty. So, what he says that so this Aparajita bill tries to amend the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita and the Nagarika Surakshita Samhita. Bharatiya Nagarika Suraksha Samhita and Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. He also says that in 2022 almost 31 according to ncrb data almost 31,000 rape cases happened in india and almost like 4 rapes per hour. So he also says that so in the backdrop of all these things he also says that he gives various arguments related to the death penalty. What does he say about the death penalty? According to amnesty international, he says that almost 112 countries have abolished the death penalties and 144 countries about 144 countries abolished the death penalty in land practice. He says that in South Asia, Bhutan and Nepal have abolished the death penalty. Only India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh have retention the death penalty. So in this scenario, he tries to bring in some arguments about the death penalty. So he tries to bring the issues of the people who have been awarded the death penalty. So, in the past 3 years, if you see, according to Project 39A, according to Project 39A, in 2023 alone, India has awarded 120 death sentences. So he also says that most of those people who are awarded death sentences will be exonerated later or they will be executed. So the people who have been awarded these sentences have gone through series of mental issues and mental health issues. Some commit suicide. Some commit suicide, and he also says that there is inhuman human present conditions in the current system, and it also says the issues of overcrowding and the under trials. Further, he also says that violence against the woman is based upon the avancement. He also says that violence against the woman and the child is based upon the avancement. So he also says that BNS, which is replacing the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, which is replacing the Indian Penal Code, have increased the number of offences related to the death from 12 to 18. So he also says that this current regime actually tries to use death penalty as a deterrent against the sexual offences, particularly rape against the woman. So he also tries to address the various issues also. For example, normalization of the this violence against the woman by the men, and also after the an offense is committed, after brutal crime has happened, we can see the trending of these videos in the Google or on some Netflix sites also. People are searching for these videos. Shows the attitude of the public and also perception and the normalization of the violence against the woman. He also says that there is a need to address the structural issues in the society. For example, land and distribution of the wealth for the marginalized communities. And further also he says that He also says that so death is used as a tool of avengement, and it is also saying that this death has been regularly used in our cultural and religious spheres also. He is saying it is morely seen as a punishment, it is morely seen as an avengement rather than a punishment, he is saying. So why he also tries to bring in the he also tries to bring in the recommendations of the Justice Verma committee. He says that we cannot we cannot say that we cannot guarantee a death penalty as a deterrent for the rape against the for the crime of rape against the woman. So in this article the columnist tries to address the various issues, and he also tries to how to address these concerns. He's saying that there is a need to work on the structural issues, and he also says that they need to bring you need to invest in the public education and the healthcare. He also sees that we need to give victim centered procedures. He also says that victim centered procedures, and we should eliminate the patriarchal norms such as family honor, those things, and we need to have a right human rights based languages. And he is also saying that so the masses needs to be educated well enough, and they need to bring the public awareness, and we also need to understand the social and cultural social cause and cultural conditions that lead to the violence against the women. Finally he concludes saying that why say that it is a complex issue. Reforms should be taken to eliminate the patriarchal notion of family honor. So he also tries to say that death penalty is the safest escape. Death penalty is the safest escape for the government to avoid any police reforms or legal procedures and all these things. So government also thinks that abolition of our death penalty is much more easier rather than reforming. He also sees that abolition of death penalty is a complex issue. It requires teaching, engaging the law critically. He concludes saying that punishment cannot change the society.